Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, I'm just giving you a trigger warning before we even jump into this next topic. I know that we talked about it a little bit, but it involves the death of one of the Housewives' brothers. This one was an interesting one to say the least. Very, very, very devastating. But I did also want to kind of add in, we did Hot Messy Topics today, so you guys can go check that out. We did that with the Taste of Reality girls. We're very much so back, as you can see my background and my dogs walking around. So we will be back all month, and we're going to be recording, and we're going to get back on our live schedule and all of that. But yes, trigger warning for this. However, it is Mother's Day on Sunday, so if I don't get to see you guys before then, because I know this is my last live before then I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there, including my own mother, my mother-in-law, and all of the others. Love you guys. Let's go. Okay, guys, so you remember Real Housewives of Orange County, Lydia, right? Lydia McLaughlin. She was the one whose mother would go around and she would wear like butterfly wings and put fairy dust on everybody. And she was very like just happy and free in spirit, right? Yeah. She wasn't on the show for that long. I think that she lasted about 2 seasons. I think her last season was the same one where Peggy Salahian came on. However, it came out recently in news that her brother was involved in a fatal situation that ended up it resulted in him losing his life with police. Well, now they ended up sharing the body cam footage, which I'm not playing that. I gave you a trigger warning, but I'm not giving you like that kind of trigger warning. I can't play that kind of footage. But apparently Lydia McLaughlin and her family are seeking justice following the fatal situation of her brother, Geoffrey Stirling. This was during a traffic stop in Newport Beach, and it was on April 17th. So not even a month ago. But Geoffrey was pulled over running a red light while riding his motorcycle. Now, on the body cam footage that was released by the Newport Beach Police Department, it shows Stirling refusing to sit on the curb, expressing concern for his safety and stating that he had not been drinking. Okay. So he just, in the footage, he just kept on saying, like, I'm not drunk, I'm not drinking, like that's not the case. But they wanted him to wait. All right. Now, an altercation ended up coming out of this where her brother Geoffrey allegedly grabbed the officer's taser and pointed it at him. And that's what everybody is kind of fixated on because, like in a moment like that. And I just thank God that I have never been in a situation like this, and that friends and family that I have not been in situations like this, because I just think it is devastating. And I don't even know why. It's not like I'm not like doing something wrong, but even when a police officer is driving behind my car, I sit there and like clench on and I'm like, is everything okay? And the last time I got pulled over, it was on my birthday of last year. And I had Monica Garcia from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She was at my house. She was getting ready. I had Glam coming to the house. And I was leaving cryotherapy. And I was trying to get home to get ready, but I went, I think like 8 miles over the speed limit. And this woman got me. And as soon as she got me, I was just like, hands on the wheel, so nervous, and I'm like shaking, like, I am so sorry. I don't know what I did. I'm not touching anything. I don't know what you need. I'll give you whatever. I don't want to move my hands. But like, I just get freaked out, I'm like, whatever you tell me to do right now, I'll do. I can't go to jail. I didn't do anything. Like, I'm terrified. But that's me. I like clam up. I guess I'm just like I'm a scaredy cat. Like, tell me what to do. I will do it. I'm not going to fight you on anything. Just please let me go. Anyways, going back, after this whole thing happened with the taser, the officer then fired off 6 rounds, which resulted in the death of her brother, Geoffrey. but she did share a tribute with this, and this was after the family's response and the legal action. But as far as the family's response and the legal action, the Sterling family contends that Geoffrey was experiencing a mental health crisis and posed no lethal threat. They do plan to file a federal lawsuit against the Newport Beach Police Department, alleging unjustified use of lethal force and failure to provide immediate medical aid. And the family also requested the preservation of all evidence related to the incident. If I just had to guess what's going to happen here, I hate these conversations. If I had to guess, I'm guessing that Lydia's family will win this lawsuit. Again, this is one of those things. It's like when people sit down at dinner tables and they're like, well, we don't need to talk about certain things like politics and religion and stuff like that. And also, how you operate when being pulled over. That's another, touchy subject for so many people. And I understand, I get it. But I do think that this will result in somebody probably losing their job. Somebody else lost their life. So it's devastating all the way around. And I think that her family will be compensated by the Newport Beach Police Department. I do. But as far as the tribute, she did share an emotional tribute on Instagram expressing her heartbreak over losing her brother. And she emphasized her faith and hope of reuniting with her loved ones in the future. But the California Department of Justice is conducting an independent investigation into this. And the Newport Beach Police Department has stated its commitment to transparency and accountability in the matter, but it's raised serious concerns about police use of force, especially in situations involving individuals experiencing mental health crisis. And the Stirling family's pursuit of legal action underscores the need for accountability and also reform. So I think it's just sad, sad, sad. This was her post. This is her brother. And she said, yesterday we laid my brother to rest. Just 6 months ago, we stood in the same place, grieving the loss of my mom. My heart is broken and the shock still hasn't settled. But even in the sorrow, I cling to what I know is true. God is good. He is in control. I am not. My brother is now with my mom, and I hold on to the promise that one day we'll all be reunited. Until then, I will miss them every single day. And she shared all of these photos. Letting go of the doves. Okay. All right. I want to hear what you guys think. Again, even in comments like this, for a topic like this, I think everybody just please try to be respectful as much as you can. Like, I don't want to see the nasty. I don't want to have to turn the comments off in a situation like this, because that could be easily what we would need to do. I don't, some people will probably even say, well, Adam, you shouldn't have even covered this, or maybe you should. Maybe we should talk about it. Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. I don't know what's right in this particular situation as far as how to address it or cover it, but I did want to at least share it with you because Lydia was on our TV screens. We did know her family. Everybody loved her mom. And, again, Mother's Day is on Sunday. I'm sure that's going to be a hard day for her as well, and so many others, but sending all the love to the mothers out there. And I will see you guys soon. I love you guys. Bye.